What's up, man? It's Jay back again with another video in our video series, how to get your pre-prod environment set up. And today we're going to be using VMware to get that rolling. So let's go back to see what we got here. First thing you want to do is you're gonna go to Fusion Workstation, so VMware.com. Fusion and Workstation. Now you want to click on download now. All right, it's going to ask you to sign in. I'm already signed in here, so you click on my downloads, free software. All right, and then we're going to go down to VMware Workstation Pro. All right, so you're going to get that for whatever computer you want to run. So I'm running Windows, so I'm going to click Windows, 25 hertz, and we're going to click download from the cloud. All right, give that a second to go through. I already have this on here, so we're just going to delete this. All right. So I already have this already on my computer, so let's go ahead and cancel that out. You're going to go through the installation process, make sure that's all good. So now let's go over to our desktop, right? So here, once you get it all uploaded and installed on your computer, this is what you're gonna see. All right, for lack of better words, you're not gonna have any VMs on here already, but I've already started some of my pre-prod environment, so I'm just gonna leave this here. All right, so first thing you want to do is go to your files. Edit, go to preferences. All right, make sure that wherever your virtual machine is going to be reading from, in this case, I'm going through OneDrive and my documents. All right, remember open tabs. That looks all good. Input, grab keyboard and mouse, input on mouse click. Both of these can be clicked. Auto fit window, if you want to do that, I have it set to dark mode because it's just easier on the eyes. Should be able to reserve running for virtual machines. This is fine. You don't want to go over whatever your allotted space is. So for this system, I'm running 32 gigabytes of RAM, so that looks good. All right, now let's go click OK. All right, and then go to your virtual network editor. Now, here you want to go through NAT. All right, so make sure that you're on NAT only on this because you do not want to do a bridge right now. I'll explain that in a later video, but for now, we're just going to keep this on NAT. And then now you want to change yourself over to administrator. Now set your subnet IP. This is very important when you're going to be trying to communicate with multiple machines at one time, especially when we start getting to our Splunks and our Wazoos and Security Onion and things like that. You want to make sure that you have your subnet IP set up, right? So for this instance, I'm using 10.10.0.0. All right. And then for your subnet mask, it's going to be 255.255.255. All right. So that all looks good. So we're going to click OK. All right. So setting up your first virtual machine. All right, let's go over to file. Let's click new virtual machine. All right, for this instance, we're going to be doing a custom install. All right, I'm going to show you a couple ways that you can do this, but for now, this is the version of virtual machine that I'm using. So it's at 25. We saw that when we clicked over on the downloads. Now, your installer. You're going to click installer. You want to go to browse. All right, so we got the download for our ISO file. So let's go to this Ubuntu. All right, make sure we click that. All right, Ubuntu is recognized as 64-bit Ubuntu 24.04.3. So that's the version of the operating system for Ubuntu that we're going to install. So let's go ahead and click next. Set up your username. All right, and then a password. All right, then we're going to call this Ubuntu pre-prod. All right, it's going to save over to your hard disk. Now, Processors, depending on what you want to do with this, I'm running a 8-core processor, so I'm gonna be able to run 2 over here, and let's run 2 here. So we're running 4 cores at one time. All right, go ahead and click next. Now, this is the important part, the RAM. So depending on what you're doing with this machine, you want to make sure that you have enough RAM to not, be slow. All right, we don't want no slow computer. It sucks. It takes a long time to do everything. It's kind of whack. All right. So if you want to, I'm running 32 gigabytes of RAM on here. But if you want, I would update this to between 4 and 8 gigs just to make sure that everything is running smooth. For this, I'm going to run it at about 8 gigabytes of memory. All right. Click next. Use this network translation. Yes, and then go through your recommended settings here. All right, we're going to create a new virtual disk. Now, the memory on your computer. Depending on what you're going to install on this, it's going to show how much memory you're going to have. So I'm just going to do 100 gigabytes. But you do not want to store it in multiple files because that gets confusing. We're just going to store the virtual disk as one single file. All right, this is where the file is going to be created. Now, before we finish, let's customize the hardware. All right, if you want, you can run multiple network adapters on here. If you want to run another one, if you want to run like Security Onion or Wazoo or any of those other type servers, you want to have multiple network adapters on here. So we're going to open this up, click Finish. Network adapter 2, we can do that on a host only, so it's going to be shared with our host. All right, so click close, and now we are ready to power up our virtual machine. So click finish, and it's going to power up. Now this is going to run through the installation of Ubuntu for the first time. So I'm going to give that a second. You can go ahead and click out of this. All right, so this is going through the process of installing the Ubuntu operating system on your virtual machine. Now, this is not going to be on your main production environment. This is isolated from your production environment on a separate net. So we're already safe. Everything is good. So let's let this download. Give it a second. Just for video purposes, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video until it comes up. So we'll be right back. All right, so we're here. All right, that's the ding sound that you're going to get from Ubuntu. So let's go ahead and click into this. Boom. So now Ubuntu is installed on here, but if you want to, you can go through the actual installer, the GUI interface. All right, of course, you're going to click English, next. All right, use wire connection because we're on Ethernet. I don't know why it's not. Okay, it's doing something weird. So for now, we're just going to do not connect to the internet. Interactive installation, default. Activation network X failed. All right, let's figure that out. So for now, let's close this up. Let's go back into our settings. Let's get rid of this. All right. So let's see. Let's go back to our network editor. Bang. All right. That all looks good. Okay. Yes. All right. So let's go back and check this one more time. Network adapter. Here we go. All right. So we're gonna do custom, and then we're gonna do our net for VMware 8. All right. Now let's try to boot it up. All right, I'm gonna pause the video because last time it took a minute to load, so I'm just pause it again. All right, now we're back. Let's see if we get some network activity going this time. So far, so good. All right. Love to see it. Now we're gonna go through the installers. Go ahead, click next, next. Use wire connection. Absolutely, yes. Update is available for the installer. Sure. So now it's gonna download the installer. It's gonna post it on our desktop. Man, let's run this again. All right, go through the same things. English, wire connection, interactive installation, whatever you choose. Default. Yes, if you're running a graphics card or anything advanced like that, you want to put that on there just so when you're running videos, it'll look all right. Erase disk and install. Yes. All right, create your account. Let's call this J Skills. You can delete all of that extra stuff because you don't need it. All right, username's there, password. All right, require my password to log in. Absolutely. Next. Time zone. All right, all this looks good. So now it's going to take the process of going through and installing the actual Ubuntu with the updated version of 24.04.3. So while it's doing that, I'm going to pause the video. I'm not going to waste you guys' time, and we will be right back. All right, so we're back and installation is completed. So now we're going to go ahead and restart. Well, looks like everything's running pretty smooth so far. Give it a second to load up. Boom, username there, password. Make sure if you set it, numlock, turn that on. Boom, now we are in our Ubuntu. So you can click through all of this. No, don't share system data. All right, finish. Bang. Now, first thing you always want to do is go and open your terminal. So I'm gonna put this on full screen so you guys can see it. And first thing you want to do is sudo apt update. Put your password in. All right, now it's going to download all the updates that you need. Now you're going to do sudo apt upgrade. All right, click yes. Now it's going to go through and upgrade all of those things that it downloaded. Shouldn't be too much because we definitely updated the latest installer. So we're going through that really quick. Give this a second to run through. Shouldn't take too long. Boom, we're done. All right, so now for some customization type things. I'm not a big fan of the regular terminal app, so I'm going to use this one called Terminator. So sudo apt install, it's called Terminator. All right, click yes. All right, now Terminator is installed, so you can click out of this, go back to your apps, and Terminator, we're going to pin that to the dash. Just looks better. You can split it how you want to split it. Let's go full screen. So we can run two different terminals at one time. You can split it horizontally or vertically. So let's do a horizontal one down here. So now we can have three different terminals open at one time. It's fully customizable. You can change the colors on it. Let's go to preferences, layouts. You can change anything that you want to change on this. All right. So that's all I'm gonna get to for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please make sure you leave them down in the comments. Thanks again, man. This is Jay Marable signing out.